Hi, I wanted to send out a video to you and talk about briefly what did we do last night, and then additionally, what do you have due for next week? So I won't always do this, but I'll try to do it, especially if there are a few folks that are absent and maybe just as a reminder. So you might look for these on Wednesday mornings or at least an email. So here on Moodle, I've already entered your class participation from last night. I would ask that you work to overcome any fears that you might have about speaking out in class because it's a safe space. I'm very much about finding out how you feel about something, what do you know about something, what do you want to know about something, rather than like calling you out to embarrass you in class. That is never going to be my goal, but I do want you to work on taking part in class. That's very important to me. Active participation is a big part of engaging with the topic. Okay, so here are the assignments right here that you have this week. So your About Me presentation, that is going to be some post here to this discussion board, and it tells you exactly what to do. You cannot upload video here. Is required to be online somewhere, and you're required to post a link to your video. I would ask that you actually post a live link. If you don't know how to make something a link in Moodle, you should look into that. And then additionally, I have a challenge here that would guarantee you to receive full credit on this assignment. I won't always give a challenge, but remember last night in class, I talked about meeting the assignment requirements is average. Going over and above is called above average. So I posted this challenge here because as a web designer, as a person putting content on the web, it's always better to keep people on your website as much as possible. So providing an embedded video, which is like this, is very different than providing a link, which would be something like this, which is exactly the same video. So contrast this embedded video with this linked video and see if you can post your video as an embedded video. It's way better, trust me. The end user experience is better. The end user is me because I grade what you post. So the other thing that I'll mention is the creative computing workbook, and the assignment for that is here. This gives you some options on how you can show me that you've completed this. Doing this workbook is, it's more about the process because you'll learn how to use Scratch if you complete things in the workbook each week. And I'll be asking each week, like, what have you been learning? I want you to show me what you've been learning. I'll have you send me a link or display on the computer. We won't do that every week, but I will ask you for some ideas of what you've been doing in Scratch each week in class. I have the workbook here, and let me make it the correct size. It's still a little bit small, so we'll zoom in a little more. There we go. So you're going to start on Unit 0, and what's included in Unit corresponds to the things that are listed under assignments, under creative computing. So introducing Scratch, create a Scratch account, design journal, and so on. So you're not always going to do every single thing in each unit, but for the most part, you're going to get started with this this week in Unit 0, which there's a video here, and you just basically work yourself through. So one of the things that I mentioned in the assignment where you can, one possibility is recreating this right here on a document and providing that information. Always when you're doing this, perfect practice makes perfect. I learned that in high school from a really good band director. Yes, I was a band nerd. The always write in complete sentences, always write in paragraphs. No, you should normally be doing bulleted list or text speak or anything like that. But I do expect that you'll complete everything. I mean, we're talking about 2 questions on that assignment and so on. Okay. So you will continue on through this workbook. Scratch Surprise, like it shows you exactly what to do. You can notice that when you see a link, if you see my cursor right here, I can click on that and it actually is a live link on the document. So it tells you what to do. Okay. This program to dance is in unit 1, so you're not always going to complete an entire unit, and everything that you're going to do is not always going to be in a unit. So I hope that helps get you started on this week. And don't forget, for next week, prior to class, you need to read the first 3 chapters of Literacy is Not Enough, which I'm calling Crockett, Jukes, and Churches. Those are the authors. And so I'll always have a prior to class, which says complete last week's assignments and then read and so on. Okay. So I hope this helps you, and I'll be sending this video out shortly. If you ever have questions, all you got to do is email me. All you got to do is set up a time to come visit with me. Contact me somehow. Call me on my office phone. It's listed right here. You can get a hold of me, leave me a message. I will contact you back. If you ever email me and I don't email you back within 24 hours, you should email me again, because it means that I overlooked your email or accidentally deleted it. So hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the day. I'll see you next week. Don't forget that this work is due prior to class next week. I'll talk to you later.